Well, here we are, right in the thick of the Paris Olympic Games on day 10 of competition. But here in Utah, we're looking ahead to what is next as our state prepares to host the 2034 Winter Games.
News specialist Daniel Woodruff spoke with the man who led the effort to bring the games back. Daniel, what did Fraser Bullock have to say?
Yeah, well, he's back here in Utah after a bit of time in Paris, and he's breaking down what is to come before the 2034 Winter Games begin.
Fraser Bullock just got back from Paris 2 days ago, fresh off the euphoria of winning the 2034 Games.
Seeing President Bach lift up the sign that said Salt Lake City-Utah 2034, that's a moment I'll never forget.
Bullock led the bid committee to bring the Games back to Utah. Now he says that committee will be dissolved and an organizing committee will be formed later this fall.
Would you run the organizing committee if asked?
Well, I would certainly consider it.
Bullock, who helped lead the 2002 Games alongside Mitt Romney, says that's up to the governor. He says the 2034 organizing committee will be small at first, but will try to use its influence to promote youth sports and education programs and cleaning up the air.
I think it's a great opportunity to use the Games as a platform to be a catalyst for good in our community.
The Salt Lake bid came with a condition that leaders push the U.S. to support the World Anti-Doping Agency or risk losing the Olympics.
Are you worried about ultimately losing the Games over this?
No, we've got the Games.
Bullock says the state's position is clear.
We are 100% anti-doping.
And the organizing committee will work to try to resolve any concerns.
What I think is important is that all the parties come together.
Now, it is almost 10 years before the 2034 Games. That is a long time. Bullock says things will really start to ramp up in about 2029, and then he anticipates some tweaks and some upgrades will be made to our state's existing Olympic venues about 2 years before the Winter Games begin. Back to you.
Yeah, 10 years seems like a long time, but once we hit that year before, we're going to be like, where'd the time go, right? Here we are. So a lot of people anxious and excited for it. Thank you, Daniel.